Trump supporters, I love you.
Gay!
You know, it never fails to amaze me the capacity these people have for quickly becoming the very parodies we've made of them. When you look at this fruit basket, what do you see? Because what I see is all 7 seasons of Portlandia melted down into one vaguely Hari Kondabolu-looking creature, which I'm sure is also not a coincidence given Hari's material over the past year or two. And I love the name of his channel, by the way. It's as if he just knew nobody was going to take him seriously, especially with his weak attempt to copy BuzzFeed's format. Alright, Mr. Sweater of Sincerity, you love Trump supporters. And
I mean that. I'm sorry you have been led to believe that your problems have been caused by women, immigrants, Muslims, people of color, LGBTQ folks, and PC culture.
Uh-huh. Well, in addition to your ridiculous presumption that all Trump supporters are straight, white, cisgendered males, which is trivial to prove false, I'm sure you're just torn up inside about how men are exclusively being taught not to rape and to unlearn their toxic masculinity, how the safety of migrants is given infinitely more attention than the safety of our own homeless veterans, how members of the Islamic State are publicly executing gay people, how BLM supporting black rioters are beating the shit out of white people just for being white, how lesbian couples with obvious agendas are encouraging transgenderism in small children too young to even understand sex, and how PC snowflakes are pushing legislation to suppress free speech through the Canadian government. I'm sure you just cry yourself to sleep over it every night.
One day soon, I trust that we will all figure out that our hatred of each other was a political device to benefit only a small few.
Yeah. A political device employed by your side to unite everyone they could under the banner of fuck straight white males, including an alarming amount of self-deprecating straight white males who seem to think that their self-hatred somehow keeps them safe from the hatred of everyone else on your side of the fence. A message ringing loud and proud from more and more media outlets every fucking day. And by the way, what the hell is up with the subtitles? You know we can understand you, right? Or do you just think that people are going to be so shocked by the moral high ground you think that you're taking that they need to read your words in addition to hearing them just for that extra reassurance that they can, in fact, believe their fucking ears?
Gun advocates, I love you.
Yeah, I'm sure they love you too, buddy. To death.
And I truly hope that you never feel the devastation of losing a family member or loved one to unnecessary gun violence.
Why do I get the feeling that you're not talking to the many black owners of unregistered guns who are trying to either defend themselves from rampant gang violence or participate in it?
To the men who want to outlaw abortions, I love you.
Ooh, it was a little harder to squeeze that one out, wasn't it? That face just fucking reeks of love.
And I'm sorry that you will never experience something that you clearly feel so strongly about.
So let me get this straight. You think that because some people don't believe a potential human life should be terminated, some on the basis of holy sentiments, some simply on the basis of the fetus's possible capacity to feel pain, you think that means that these men secretly wish for the ability to birth a child? And what of the millions of women who also oppose abortion? Most of them do have that ability. Many of them have done it multiple times. So what about them? Are you just going to ignore them, just like feminism has always ignored and silenced the voices of dissenting women since the days of the suffragettes?
All lives matterers, I love you.
Do you, you human sweater vest? Do you really? I swear, if this insincere joke of an attempt to extend an olive branch is actually your idea of, quote-unquote, the high road, you have a lot of fucking work to do. You're no Mahatma Gandhi.
I'm sorry we don't yet live in a world where that sentiment is true.
Yeah, you're right. We damn sure don't.
All white people are racist, all men are misogynistic, all cisgender people are transphobic.
Why do white people have a right to affirm their life?
Because all lives have value.
Really? How so? Why does white life have value?
Well, I think my
For
life
who?
has
White?
value.
No, excuse me. For who? Our argument is that white life is wrong. Why?
Young people, I love you.
Young people. Seriously? Okay, just so we're clear here, you look like you're maybe in your mid-20s. And if you're not, good job. But if you're not, you're obviously going to extraordinarily douchey lengths to look the part. It's not often I see a man in his 30s or older wearing what appears to be fake pearl earrings who is not a hipster douchebag. And trust me, this time is no exception.
I'm sorry you're inheriting a country you had no say in.
A country that they had no say in? Okay, maybe 1 or 2 generations ago, that might have been true, you talking didgeridoo. But this is Generation Snowflake, waist deep in the age of the internet and social media. How exactly do you feel companies like Marvel and MTV started pandering so fucking hard to the generation you claim to feel sorry for? Why do you think Hillary Clinton tried so damn hard to appeal to the PC crowd? And apparently you don't understand that it's not people in their 40s and 50s rioting in the fucking streets because the election did not end in their favor.
Internet trolls, I love you, and I'm sorry that you get so incensed by a video filmed in a glorified storage closet that you have to tell me to kill myself. And I'm also sorry because I won't.
Behavior which you are encouraging with your every cringy, bait-taking word, Snowflake. But please, do continue to tell yourself that the trolls aren't laughing their asses off at you right now. It makes things much more entertaining for the rest of us.
P.S. You are right. I am a fag.
Yeah, you most certainly are, Sunshine. In every little facet of that slur's definition wholly apart from your sexuality.
But if one of them took the dick out of his mouth and started acting all faggy and saying annoying faggy things, you know, people from Phoenix are Phoenicians or something like that. I'd be like, hey, shut up, faggot. Faggot!
Third-party candidates, I love you.
You know, I'm sure you're fully aware of this, but I love you is starting to sound very much like fuck you at this point. I mean, it sounded like that to me right away, but I'm sure even those fence-sitters who still don't have an opinion on these matters are tasting the salt.
And I'm sorry if you didn't get the attention you feel you deserved.
What attention do you think they wanted exactly, you walking bottle of patchouli oil? Is this condescending remark supposed to imply that you saw their voting third party as a temper tantrum? That they somehow owed you a vote for Hillary to stop the evil of Donald Trump? Go fuck yourself. Don't blame them. Blame the crooked DNC. Blame Hillery's thinly veiled lies and pandering divisive platform. Blame your incessant fuck white people narrative. You did this to yourselves.
James Comey, I love you, but babe, I'm sorry because you are not good at your job.
Yeah, Comey, what the fuck, man? You're totally to blame for this Trump presidency. Not the massive pile of emails you should have indicted Hillary for, but didn't. Seriously, get good, bro. I mean, babe. Get good, babe.
Taylor Swift, I love you, and I am so glad that you are a proud feminist, and even though we really could have used your endorsement of the first woman candidate on a major party ticket, I understand that you are probably on a budget and didn't want to alienate any fans.
Yeah, because that totally stopped the feminist hate mob from sodomizing Joss Whedon for daring to make Scarlett Johansson's character a human being with feelings and regrets, even though he couldn't ride the feminist ideological dick any harder if he tried. It sucks when a supposed ally betrays you because they refuse to put pandering to your bullshit ahead of their career, doesn't it?
I'm sorry, because even though you probably wanted to avoid politics, silence is a pretty deafening political act.
It really is, isn't it? I suppose that's why your side endlessly attempts to silence anyone who doesn't agree with them, to the point of making complete asses of themselves in broad daylight.
Donald Trump. Girl, you are making it hard.
He calls Donald Trump, of all fucking people, girl. You just love being a stereotype, don't you? I have no doubt that you are that one flaming spectacle at every gay pride parade in nothing but rollerblades and a cocksock with sparklers in his ass, blowing a pink whistle because he can't stand to not be the center of attention. You are a fucking joke.
But because I believe in my heart of hearts that you are an actual human person who only ran a campaign of misogyny, hate, fear-mongering, Islamophobia, racism, insidious homophobia, and an open mocking of disabled folks and prisoners of war, only in order to win, I love you.
Yeah, because Hillary didn't run a campaign based on deliberate deceit, feminist pandering, conservative shit-slinging, PR sophistry, attempts to rig the election, and evident espionage in order to do the exact same thing. I repeat, you have yourselves to blame for this shit. Enjoy the next 4 years, Snowflake.
And finally, women, immigrants, Muslims, victims of sexual harassment, people of color, LGBTQ folks, disabled people, and prisoners of war.
You know, every person who is automatically a victim on account of not being a straight white male.
I love you.
Yeah, we know you do, Cupcake. We know you do. Considering this was the first and only sincere utterance of those 3 words in this entire video.
And I'm sorry for all of this bullshit.
All of this bullshit that people like you are directly responsible for. And I'm sure that you're not so sorry that you won't absolutely make the exact same mistakes from now until the next election. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, too. This guy is a treasure trove of SJW cringe. I have no doubt I'll be revisiting his channel again very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you saw here, have a look at my other videos and leave me your thoughts in the comments. If you support my message, then please like, favorite, and subscribe. If you'd like to help this channel improve, you can reach out to me on Twitter or on Facebook with any suggestions. And if you'd like to support me more directly, please consider following me on Patreon, links in the description. Thanks again, and I'll catch you all in my next video.